Alright guys, welcome back to Florida Racing in the Super Late Model Championship here on the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel. So we are about to go racing here at Slinger Speedway for the 75 laps on the world's fastest quarter mile. So let's go qualifying here, and then we'll see what our starting position will be. Alrighty guys, so what we gotta pay attention to is that when you're coming through the turns, you kind of have to let off throttle just a bit to make sure you get the right turn off, or else the car will go towards the wall. So that's what I've found so far. So we had to go with a pretty loose setup to make sure that we have plenty of speed, plenty of turn. The car handles pretty decently. There we go, pretty decent time, all things considered. So going to be a lot of beating and banging, I can tell you that, just from the few laps of practice we ran. And there we go, we're going to be starting 8th here at Slinger. So we'll have to see if we can move through the field. So let's check it out to see who our pole winner is. And of course, Eddie Crawford's still on a tear with Brian Ramirez and Harry Nelson directly behind him. So we'll have to see if we can get up and beat those guys here today. Alright guys, if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. It helps out the channel a whole lot. Alrighty, starting on the outside, not my favorite position to start in, but we'll give it a try anyways as we go here for 75 laps here at Slinger Speedway. As I said, there's going to be a lot of beating and banging as we get spun from the rear end. I expect that there will be caution flags tonight, as any contact will lead to quite a bit of spinning around. So currently at the 7th, so one position up, not too bad. There we go, there's another position. Eddie Crawford there doing a pretty good job staying in front. Everybody pretty tight here so far on the start of the race. Nice to see. Get ourselves into a good groove here of turning. We're already going to hit lap traffic here in just a bit. So it's going to stop being a very interesting race very quickly, with a lot of beating and banging, as I said. So that's what you're looking for. That's what you're going to get tonight. That's for sure. There we go. 69 laps to go. And we have already hit the lap cars. So this is where our advantage is going to be, because we will hopefully be able to get past some of these guys pretty decently. As I think we have a car going around up there. Who were we racing? We had, what was that? Ramirez. So we get past Brian Ramirez there. Get on, there we go. Brian Ramirez right there. Able to keep an eyeball on everybody. We're going to have a very beat up car. Luckily we brought one of our used cars. We didn't bring a brand new car that we built, so that's nice. Don't have to worry about saving it too much. Got into a car there and got a little bit loose. That's the thing we're going to be worried about, is a lot of spinning, as just a little bit of contact on these high banks at the speeds we're running can really cause everybody to kind of spin out pretty quickly, because just a little bit of tap of the rear end, get those tires up and off the pavement, that can cause quite a bit of a disturbance and really lead to cause losing control like we did back on that straight there. Right, the main thing is nice and consistent. Haven't really paid attention to what lap times I'm running, but through the traffic, being consistent is what's going to matter the most, as we get into the 03 here just a bit. There we go. I think we ran a 10-second something. There's a 10.7. So the fastest time was a 9 something or other. Yeah, Ed Crawford has fallen back. He is no longer in the top 5, so not where he wanted to have happen to him. So a good car by itself, it would appear, but not a good car in traffic, as we just ran a 9-second 9.89, which I didn't think this car had the possibility of doing it. We are all getting some cooler temperatures on the track, so that's going to help out just a bit with the lap times, of course, but still. Yeah, Eddie Crawford falling all the way back here. We got Brian Ramirez right behind us, and we're going to send the 79 around there. As just everybody checking up here. Going to try and run the bottom and get past these guys. There we go. Who do we got in front of us? Ramirez He's somewhere right above us. There he is. We're going to put Crawford a lap down. That's what we need to do. Got the X90 here in front of us. Get into the 55 here. As I said, it's going to be a beating and banging race all throughout. As I'm not sure where everybody's at lap time wise and if they're lap down or not. So that'll be interesting to see how fast we put people a lap down. Eddie Crawford out of the way at the moment. He's a lap down, so if he can find some clear space though, he might be able to come and get himself his lap back. Caution wise, that could be something that happens too. So no caution currently. We have had a few spins, but not really any major wall contact, it doesn't seem like. So that's been working out pretty good. We got the 4 of Howie Nelson. He's taking over the second spot, so he needs points just like we do. So there we go, 48 laps to go here at Slinger. Car getting a little bit on the loose side. We'll check what our tires are doing. And you can see they're heating up pretty good. Definitely in the front. A lot of turn, lots of wear in the front end. Got to be careful with that rear end though, as he can spin out pretty good there. You can see that right there. Almost got turned around just by myself. So you can see everybody behind us falling back pretty good as we're able to get through traffic here pretty nicely. Just gotta keep on booking it. Make sure we grab the bottom lane, kind of shove our way in there. We can keep on moseying on here. So traffic, we are good. We're pretty good at moving our way through traffic. So not really a major speed track for sure, but definitely handling. Which our car is loose. The car is so loose. I'm not really sure why we're doing so good, honestly, with that. But definitely able to get through the traffic pretty decently here and avoid a bunch of unneeded contact as we have Kevin Murphy down a lap. So basically we are going to lap the entire field at some point before we end this race, it seems like. So we're coming up on the pack that has the next 3 I'm pretty sure of. Got a car spinning. No contact, able to avoid that. Very good. Nice work from both of us here. Me and the 116 here, we did a good job avoiding that without any damage to ourselves. Every time I see this paint scheme, I'm thinking pepperoni pizza for whatever reason. Alrighty, moving on here. We're slowly catching up to Ned Hill. Not sure which car he's in. Really memorized his number. Brian Ramirez, I know, is in the 71. And we put him a lap down as we get loose there, kind of get into the car. Able to get back going without too much of an issue. And another major pile up here on the track. Actually surprised that we didn't try eliminating a few cars and dwindling the field down to 18, but nope, we decided to go with the full field here at Slinger. And got all 25 cars in the field, so as I said, I'm kind of surprised by that. I would have thought that we would have tried to, as we get super loose there, that's going to cause issues. I'm getting really loose here. Check out my tires. Yeah, tires slowly wearing out just a bit. Keep an eyeball on that. We have 30 laps to go here. Try to ease up just a little bit here as we're going through. Got the 4 car right there in front of us, so if we can put him a lap down, that would be good. Also got the 71 just ahead of Eddie Crawford. See if we can't get to the 4 here. And that's loose. We are gonna slowly get to the 71. There we go, underneath the 71. We have put the entire field a lap down here. Once we actually get past the 71, there we go. Going through the middle, 3 wide. Not our best idea, but it did end up working. "24 laps remain. We have lapped the entire field. No caution has come out. And by the way, I wouldn't mind a caution, honestly, if people wanted to throw it to get the field rack back up. Make for some enjoyable qualifying laps, as we have been able to get through this traffic quite well. Very reminiscent of Bristol, where you can pass in any lane if you have a good run. And I definitely enjoy the field Bristol, just that high bank, high speed. A little bit loose on the exit there. But yeah, it definitely feels a lot like Bristol, just the traffic management and the being able to pass in the turns. It's a really cool feel. I love this track. Car's a little bit too loose though, but I think that's really helped us out for the most part with speed and everything. So we won't complain too much. This isn't even a new car, so we're doing really good with one of our older chassis. Alright, so we have really been able to take over this race and be able to get ourselves into lead. Brian Ramirez there, though, going to get some pretty good points. I'm not sure that's going to help us out or not. Eddie Crawford, who's our leader currently in the points, I don't know how far back he is, but he's pretty far back there. I don't think he's in the top 10 currently. So all that traffic has not helped him out there as we battle on top of the 16 there. 116. We get past the 7. But yeah, the points will be very interesting because obviously Ned Hill and Brian Ramirez, those guys are in the just above us as the 92 goes around, right in front of us. No way to be able to brake for that. So that's some damage. I gotta check on that. Yep, definitely got some major damage on the front end. Engine seems like it's fine, so nothing going on there. Temps 217, a little bit higher than I'd like. But with how often we're staying in the throttle, it's about pretty reasonable, honestly. But yeah, we have put on a clinic tonight. Traffic management. We've done a pretty good job. Eddie Crawford definitely needs to do a bit more of that, seems like, for him. But either that or his setup just really was just for qualifying. He really didn't work on the setup for traffic, because he's had a terrible night so far, for sure, after having the qualifying lap of his life here. So that's going to hurt his point standings quite a bit. I got 69 in front of us there, blocking us around. Very reminiscent of a Kurt Busch throwback, honestly, if I look at it right. Car feels really, really good, so I mean, we brought a good car, just a little bit on the loose side, but other than that, it's a very, very, very good car. I like it. And we are wearing the tires out pretty decently here at the track. 3 laps remaining. And we've got somebody new. We got Ned Hill up there trying to grab points over Brian Ramirez, so that's going to switch some things up there. And 1 lap to go, presented by Combustion Game Gear here at Slinger Speedway. And we are going to coast our way to victory pretty easily. Nice! Ooh, that was some fun traffic management. So there we go. So Eddie Crawford falls all the way back to 8th, so that's not going to help him out points-wise. We got Ned Hill, Brian Ramirez, Harry Nelson there in 4th. Kevin Murphy, Chase Jones, Samantha Bell, Robbie Collins, and Ricky Cox. Those guys round out the top 10 for us here at Slinger. Alright guys, so next up we'll be heading out to Desert View, New Mexico for a 50-lap main event for the mid-banking 3/8 of a mile track, so that's going to be fun. But looking at our point standings, we were able to jump up to first once again over Harry Nelson, Brian Ramirez, and Eddie Crawford. You got Ned Hill there able to gain some points, and so as you can see, the field kind of thinning out points-wise, as it's a pretty tight battle between us, Harry Nelson, Brian Ramirez, Eddie Crawford, and Samantha Bell within striking distance to some degree. So that's one person we got to watch out for. Chase Jones possibly within striking distance. Kevin Murphy also possibly, but basically it's now limited to just the top 7. Top 5 are the guys that are likely to be able to get it done here with only 1, 2, 3, 4 races to go in the season. So coming up next, Desert View Speedway, New Mexico. So that's where we're going to be next time. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the Super Late Model Championship with Florida Racing, the number 98 Harley EFI car. And we'll see you guys here next time on the Combustion Gamer with more racing. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.